Black Myth Wukong is taking the gaming world by storm. In just 48 hours, it's shattered records, hitting over 500,000 concurrent players on Steam, more than any other Chinese developed game in history. It's not just Steam where it's dominating. On PlayStation, it topped global downloads within a day. Social media is buzzing too, with over 20 million views on the reveal trailer alone and a 500% surge in followers on its official Twitter. And with Reddit and Discord communities exploding in activity, everyone's asking, could this be the game that redefines the action RPG genre? Here's the bottom line. Black Myth Wukong is a juggernaut. The reveal trailer alone has over 20 million views and the hype has only intensified since launch. Within just 24 hours of the release, the game reached over 500,000 concurrent players on Steam, breaking the all-time peak for a Chinese developed game on the platform. This is also on PlayStation, where Black Myth Wukong was the top downloaded game worldwide in its first day. The game's presence on social media is equally impressive. The official Black Myth Wukong Twitter saw a 500% increase in followers within the first month after the gameplay demo dropped in 2021. And the post-launch engagement has skyrocketed even further. The game's dedicated subreddit has grown by over 150,000 members in the last 6 months, and since launch, daily discussion threads have been flooded with player experiences, theories, and tips. Discord servers dedicated to the game are booming, with thousands of players organizing co-op sessions, sharing builds, and discussing lore. But beyond the numbers, there's a sense of agreement in the gaming world. Black Myth Wukong is something truly special. The combination of stunning visuals, deep mythology, and intense combat has players and critics alike thinking that this game might not just live up to the hype, it might be redefining what we expect from action RPGs. So what's really behind this overwhelming success? Well, let's start with the visuals. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, Black Myth Wukong offers some of the most breathtaking graphics in gaming today. Near photorealistic environments, hyper-detailed character models, and dynamic lighting create an immersive world that's hard to look away from. Whether you're navigating a dense mystical forest or facing off against a towering demon, every moment of this game is visually striking. But visuals alone aren't enough to explain the massive success. It's the combination of these graphics with a compelling narrative and innovative gameplay that has everyone hooked. Black Myth Wukong is based on the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West, but it's not just a straightforward retelling. The developers at Game Science have reimagined the story, blending traditional Chinese mythology with dark fantasy elements to create a world that feels both familiar and entirely fresh. The reimagining of the tale is crucial. Journey to the West is already filled with legendary battles, mythical creatures, and profound philosophical themes. By taking these elements and layering them with modern game design, Black Myth Wukong has positioned itself as not just another action RPG, but as an epic saga that challenges players both mechanically and intellectually. Now that the game is in players' hands, the gameplay has become a major talking point. The combat system blends fast-paced action with strategic depth, offering a satisfying challenge to both casual players and hardcore gamers. Players control Sun Wukong, the legendary Monkey King, who has the ability to transform into different creatures, each with unique abilities and combat styles. This variety adds depth and opens up a wide range of strategic possibilities, allowing players to approach encounters in multiple ways. But now that Black Myth Wukong is out, the big question is, can it truly surpass the titans of the action RPG genre? We're talking about games like Dark Souls, The Witcher 3, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring. These are considered masterpieces for the intricate world building, deep narratives, and challenging gameplay they have. So what makes Black Myth Wukong a potential contender for the crown? Well, for starters, Black Myth Wukong brings something genuinely new to the table. While many action RPGs draw from Western fantasy traditions, knights, dragons, and medieval kingdoms, Black Myth Wukong dives deep into Chinese mythology, a relatively untapped source of inspiration in mainstream gaming. This unique identity sets it apart from other games in the genre. Players aren't just exploring another dark fantasy world, they're stepping into a realm filled with gods, demons, and legendary figures from Chinese folklore. Moreover, the narrative has proven to be a game changer. The story of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, is one of rebellion, transformation, and the quest for immortality. Game Science has successfully translated these themes into a modern action RPG, offering a narrative experience that's as rich and compelling as anything we've seen in the genre. The depth of the story, combined with the high stakes of the gameplay, has left players eager to uncover every secret the game has to offer. But a great action RPG is more than just story and setting. It's also about how these elements are brought to life through gameplay. And here's where Black Myth: Wukong truly shines. The combat system, as experienced by players since release, is both challenging and rewarding. Game science has struck a balance between accessibility and depth, one that appeals to both hardcore gamers and newcomers alike. Take the variety of abilities that Wukong has at his disposal. The game's trailers showed some of the transformations and powers players would be able to use, but now that the game is out, we see the full range of Sun Wukong's abilities in action. Players can shrink down to dodge attacks, multiply into clones to overwhelm enemies, or transform into powerful beasts to smash through defenses. This level of variety not only adds depth to the combat, but also opens up a wide range of strategic possibilities. Players aren't just mashing buttons, they're thinking critically about how to approach each encounter, adapting their tactics to the situation at hand. And then there's the world itself. If you've had the chance to explore it, you know that Black Myth: Wukong delivers on its promise of a richly detailed open world filled with secrets, challenges, and lore. The best games in the genre, like the Elder Scrolls series or Breath of the Wild, aren't just about combat. They're about discovery, about venturing off the beaten path and finding something unexpected. And Black Myth: Wukong excels in this regard. Players are finding hidden caves, mysterious NPCs, and lore-rich artifacts that deepen their understanding of the world. Since its release, Black Myth: Wukong has set a new benchmark for exploration in action RPGs. The level of detail in the world, combined with the freedom to explore it, has captivated players and critics alike. So, can Black Myth: Wukong live up to the hype and break into the ranks of the greatest action RPGs of all time? Based on what we've seen so far, the answer is a resounding yes. The game has all the ingredients needed for success: stunning visuals, deep and engaging combat, a compelling narrative, and unique setting that sets it apart from the competition. And now, with the game in players' hands, it's clear that Black Myth: Wukong is more than just hype. It's a game that delivers. But what do you think? Is it too early to say that Black Myth: Wukong is going to be the #1 action RPG? Has it lived up to your expectations, or are there areas where it falls short? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please check out some of my other videos, which will be here now. But anyway, that's it for now, so thank you.